done nothing to help the Biafrans. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. Love Biafra, where we show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish, where we show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we done nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land, because we love Biafra, and we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. Yeah. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. I am a Biafran. I respect people, but I'm not afraid of them. And I want to use this little opportunity to address those that say that they want to know where I come from. I, Prof. Alison Akoma, I come from town called Nenu in Obingwa, Abia State, and my mother comes from Akwa Ibom. I'm a man that believes what my father used to say. Mberede nyini dike, mberede keji amadike, mberede nyini onye si na ya bụ eze, mberede kejikwa na ameze. I so much believe in that word my father always used to say. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. Oh. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We will show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Oh. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. Oh. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we've done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land, because we love Biafra, and we will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. Oh.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. And of course, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And believe me, this is one word I do not expect everybody to understand the mindset behind them, but one day we shall. Mazi Uche Okafo Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Okukano is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. The one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 60 years. Nobody has done that. He is the leader of IPOB and the one and the only who command the loyalty of the indigenous people of Biafra. Of course, do not forget, we are facing one challenges or the other at this moment, but we will overcome, like I always say. My name is George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kika Biama, this evening, as always, we will go on to our topic, as always. Back to your root. Having spent more time and trying to still adjust with the system on ground, I will have to remind each and every one of us regarding back to your root. When we talk about back to your root, it is important that nobody restrict them to religious issue. Nobody think we are here to talk about something you cannot understand, something you refuse to comprehend. It really doesn't matter how you feel it. But the truth remains that the secret of every living thing, the power of every living thing, is drafted in their name. And that is why when people call you name, you choose the name you allow them to call you. And when you begin to talk about name in itself, it will take you down, or rather connect you to the very basic fibral principle that govern you as a person. Believe me, it is not mistake that every religion change your name. It is not a mistake that the first attack on any people is on their culture and tradition. Believe me, if we are here as IPOB fighting to restore Biafra, it is not our land. It is our father's land, believe me. It is going to be very foolish for us at the end of the day to begin to sweep this basic principle under the bed and pretend they never existed. I went to Aruchukwu. Aruchukwu is not an Abo. This is our culture and tradition. I say I went to Aruchukwu. It's not an Abo. And IPOB did not establish Aruchukwu. Our ancestors did that. When you talk about Ofon Ogu, this is not what you can get in Vatican City. And so when our land was conquered, before our land was taken from us, till the extent that our very life is threatened, they bastardized our culture, of course, including our blood lineage. And so when we talk about going back to your root, I just want to help you understand where we are coming from in order for you to appreciate where we are going to. Do not spiritualize it. Do not religionize it. Do not mechanize it. Escapulate it. Any grammar you want to use, don't. Try to get the real truth that is able to save your entire life, your whole generation. Once again, I welcome you. This is Back to Your Root. As always, I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Almighty Creator. His name is Chukwuki Kabiama. He sits in heaven and he presides over the affair of man. And so I humble myself before him this hour and I say to him, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma e, ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị, o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ebu Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. Ise. And of course, tonight our team remain back to your root, and our topic is 5 main secrets of blood lineage, bastardization, and its immediate consequence. Now, I want us to calm down. We're going to look at 5 secrets behind the bastardization of blood lineage and its consequence. Those of you in Europe, you will understand that many countries in Europe are less than a state in Nigeria. Many countries in Europe are less than a state in Biafra land. Anambra, I can assure you, Anambra state is bigger than the whole Italy. Delta state is bigger than the whole Germany. We can go on and on and on. But those of you who live in Europe, let's use that as a case study tonight. They constantly monitor you. They constantly document you. They constantly ask your name. They want to know where you are at every given time. They want to know where you go to. They want to know who you want to visit. They want to know where you drink water. They want to know where you relax. They want to know where you sleep. They want to know everything about you. This is not intelligent, but of course it is. This is not trying to be meticulous in doing things. This is a culture. This is a tradition. But you will not understand. I understand from my younger brother in Germany that those of them who are married to German and have German children are properly documented. They call them. Yes, you are Kukurikuku. You marry a German woman. How many children do you have? Do you have children before now? Anyone in the village? They document them properly. The reason why they do this is so when they have problem, they should be able to figure out where their problem is. The reason Africans has not been able to solve majority of their problem is because of their inability to trace the source of their problem. You cannot solve a problem except you know what is causing that problem already. This is why we always win. The English, the Europeans, the Americans, the advanced nation understand that their culture and tradition cannot be toyed with. So it really does not matter how many nations that America has conquered. It doesn't matter how many nations that Britain conquered. The truth you need to understand is that the moment the Britain is leaving, these people will rush back to their culture and tradition. Indian as a case study. Britain came in with religion. Britain came in with technology. Britain came in with system of governance. Britain came in with health facility. Britain came in with education. Britain came in with language. And when the British colonial imperialists left India, India rejected everything that British brought for them. They rejected the religion. They reject the system of dressing. That is culture. And then they embrace science. They embrace technology. Today, I may remind you that Indians stand out among the global community as one of the giant pharmaceutical nations on earth. They may not be classified as one of the world power, but I tell you, before you count 5, 10 nations across the globe that are supposedly under the quote world power, Indian is there because they know what they want and they go for it. No BB grammar. Some of you are not happy, and you're going to say, hey, these are back to your root. Hey, why do you do back to your root? Nah, you got to go back to your root. I am trying to create a platform to enable you appreciate where we are going to, because I know many people will misunderstand what I'm going to say tonight, but I don't give a hoop. As far as we say the truth, it doesn't hurt us, and we are not afraid of the truth. And that is why when we see people who are plotting and doing what they are doing, they do not know the rock from which we are hewn. That is why they do what they do. We will put all of them to the test, and in the end they will understand. Biafrans must be strong. Biafrans must be formidable. Biafrans must be on their feet. Biafrans must be ready to confront anybody. Because in the end, our actions are just. Humanity will bear testament that we are here to free ourselves. Nothing more, nothing less. And to free ourselves, you need to go back to where your umbilical cord is buried. You need to commune with the spirit of the earth, of the sea, of the fire, of the winds, of the mountains, of the hill. You must communicate with all of them. Let's not digress further anyway. So once these things, culture and tradition is taken from you, you are toasted to and fro. You do not have a firm footing standing in any matter. That is why today, the mighty African nation don't have food anymore. We depend on Indomie. Today, the mighty African nation, their attire is almost gone. We have to wear jeans and polo. That is why today, Ugwarariru, Ugubobo Mise, Ogweba, all of them are gone. We now have to take Ataramasen, Urubumasen, Akaramasen. You don't see anything wrong with that. But certainly, if the world sanction you, you are gone as a people. Nobody sanction America. Nobody sanction India. Nobody can sanction Japan. Nobody can sanction China. Nobody can sanction Malaysia, Indonesia. Nobody can sanction Britain. They just cross their leg, drink wine, and mock you. Why? They control their life pharmaceutically. They control their region, territory, religiously, judicially, in every other way imaginable. And now every of these things is taken from us. And now let us come back to our topic. Remember, I said it is the 5 main secrets of blood lineage, bastardization, and its imminent, immediate consequence. I was citing an example with like China. They take record because the fall of any nation, the rise of any nation, the strength of any nation is how they are able to manage this matter. When our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, started broadcasting on Radio Biafra, one of the areas he lamented on then was that they want to bastardize our blood lineage. He used 2 words side by side, pari passu. He said, if we allow these people to triangulate us, we are gone as a people. He constantly reminds us that they are making deliberate effort to bastardize our blood lineage. That is why when we hear some things today, we're just trying to find out where we fall, where we are getting it all wrong. 2014, 2015, before his arrest, he was constantly lamenting on the bastardization of blood lineage. When Yoruba children are talking to me, when Hausa children are talking to me, when Biafran children are talking to me, I know them. If you do not understand the purpose, the secret behind it, believe me, there will be problem. It's either, when you talk about the issue of bastardization of blood lineage, it is either to enhance knowledge or could be used to weaken a people for conquest or as a deliberate act of invasion of privacy. There are first of all 3 reasons why blood lineage is bastardized deliberately. If they are not using it to enhance knowledge, they are using it to weaken a people. If it is not for weakening a people, and then it is for deliberate acts of invention of a people. Now, let us create a scenario to enable us comprehend this very study. When we talk about bastardization of blood lineage, we are talking about missing of blood. I do not want to sound religious. Of course, you know I am a pastor, holy pastor, one of the original pastor on earth. We don't lie, we don't steal, we are not scammers. We say the truth, but we bear the burden of other people. Adia mama. That is why when Biafrans talk, Nigerians hide their face in shame, because they know that in the end we are justified by our action before God and man. They can only scheme and plot to blackmail. But in the end, we are here. When we say we are whiter than white, to us it's not a slogan, it is a way of life. Let us continue. When you talk about bastardization of blood lineage, we're talking about missing of blood lineage. I have read histories of the Spartans, of the Grecians, of the Medians, and the Persians, and every nation who has ruled this world. One of the greatest things they hold in high esteem is their blood lineage. The moment the blood lineage of the emperors of Rome were missed, between Alexander the Great and Cleopatra, the beginning of Rome started. You go to all the warriors who have ruled the earth, the assassins and the rest of them before now. They protect their blood lineage with everything in them. And God told the children of Israel, do not intermarry. I'm not saying this to create division. I'm saying this to impart knowledge on you. Do not intermarry. You will lose more than you can imagine with the people whose land I will give to you. God warned them. Israel suffered greatly. Israel was obliterated from the map. For so many years, they never resisted. The day they discovered that their blood lineage had been bastardized was the day they began to recover the land of Israel. Today, this truth guides them. Let us pause there. Bastardization of blood lineage is watering down a special breed of people. And of course, no Biafran alive today will tell me that you are not special. We are. I know what I studied in school. And I know what I practice today. And without selling personality, I am the master of professionals in that field. They come to me for help. Design this building for me. Do this one for me. Do this one for me. But at the end of the day, that is not the course I studied in school. Why am I saying it? Biafrans are the only people who are born as engineers from their mother's womb. We are born engineers. We are born doctors. We are born armed robbers. We are born Biafra Harams. We are born stubborn people. Anyone you want, we are born that way. I do not say it to parade that we are more superior than others. I say it to the glory of God. This is who we are. Go and look at any Biafran person yapping up and down. Their blood is mixed up. Mixed up blood. And that is why when I talk to you, I tell you who I am. It is as simple as that. But I do not blame you for the position you found yourself. You should be able to acknowledge that you are a victim of circumstance. And of course, people will understand your position. But then we must set our priority right. How do we set our priority right? We will get there anyway. And so when you talk about blood bastardizing of lineage or bastardizing the blood lineage of a particular people, they may do that deliberately to weaken you. They may do that deliberately to enhance knowledge. They may do that deliberately to invade you. I don't want to sound biased, but I will say this truth. A brother called on radio some time ago when we handled the same type of issue. And he said, my father is from Abia and my mother is from Ghana. Do you mean I'm not from Abia? I'm not a Biafran? I say, good and fine, you are. And I asked him a question and say, if we were to march in a war front between Ghana and Abia, people like you are not supposed to be listed in the army. Because when you see your mother relative in Ghana, you are going to save their life. But they are all threats to everything that we represent. And so your loyalty is divided. This is knowledge. This is the reason why the Germans, or rather the Europeans, the Americans, the Caucasian, they will track you as a black man. Even fellow black man is tracking you already. Because when they are dealing with somebody, they want to know who they are dealing with. When a black meets with black, they give birth to black. You never know whether they are Namibia, Somalia. You will never know the breed of black they are. And when a black meets with European, sometimes they give birth to European more than European. You may not be able to know who they really are, so they keep record. Israel, for instance, whose blood lineage hasn't been bastardized. Most of you will not understand the mindset behind the Davidson Code. They knew the only way they could survive was to take record. Today, George Bush is a Jewish American. But he's a Jew, but still an American. It is a plus for Israel. That is for advancement. That is for knowledge. Today, Netanyahu is a Jewish. You have Jewish Arabian, you have Jewish Congolese, you have Jewish Ethiopians, you have Jewish Biafrans, you have Jewish. They will put your name. And so when you are talking, the Jewish will be looking at you. They know your limit and they know how to stop you. They are not fool. Blood lineage can be bastardized for purpose of prosperity, growth, advancement. Don't make mistake when we talk about blood bastardizement. Some people think it's just bad. No, it's not. It has positive effect. When the Yoruba nation, when the Ishekiri nation, when the Ijaw nation, their population were threatened, they improvised. They improvised to the level that they deliberately bastardized their own blood lineage. Of course, it's happening already around us. If you do not take knowledge and record of these things, the enemy will beat you down without knowledge. If the Israel of the Israelis to march today, they know who is who and where to place you. When the river Rhine Biafrans discovered their blood lineage were threatened, they did something. They themselves bastardized their blood lineage. They mixed with others in order to form alliance that will strengthen them to be able to defend their territory. And of course, tonight I will apologize to our brother, Senator Ben Bruce. Ben Bruce's mother is from Biafra land, Coastal region, but his father is not from Biafra land. And if we count our lineage from that of our father, and then Ben Bruce should not even be in Nigeria. So when you say, oh, Ben Bruce, this guy is a European man. But these are people understand that at this point, the only option we have is for us to bastardize our blood. They went inside and said to themselves, any Pekin you born for us, whether you born with a goat, whether you born with a cow, whether you born anywhere, so far na Pekin, now our Pekin, he go get a heritage for our land. When we talk about the history of Bob Marley is not an African. This is one truth that you will struggle with. Bob Marley is from Britain. What produced Bob Marley is a semen from a British man, not a black man. But though born in Africa, raised in Africa, educated in Africa, indoctrinated in Africa, grew in Africa, died in Africa, married in Africa, nobody would have been more African than Bob Marley. Just like the Moses of the Bible. They say he's a Jewish man. We do not question them anyway. But yet, he was born in Africa, raised in Africa, schooled in Africa, went to Mount Sinai in Africa, died in Africa, lived in Africa, 10 Commandments in Africa, everything in Africa. And yet some people want us to debate intellectually with them. We know the truth already. It doesn't matter your position. Don't worry, we are going somewhere. Don't be distracted because we are fighting for freedom and our leaders say we will march. We will march. I will march with all of you. I will shoot some of you myself before I march with you. Nonsense. That is why I want you to understand this. So those who are reasoning, those who are in the helm of authority and position, begin to strategically locate yourself. All of us are for the same purpose. Nobody is bigger than each other. But then in the game of chess, there is need to meticulously know how to engage the queen and the king side by side, or else you lose. In the game of chess, the queen may be the almighty powerful. But there are roles the king can play that the queen cannot play. But of course, let us continue so you understand where we are going to. And so Bob Marley, at the end of the day, we will not say that the essence of the mixture of blood there has weakened the Jamaicans. No, he strengthened the Jamaicans. It was for their advantage. And if our blood lineage must miss, let it be for our advantage. Let it not be that the enemy is missing with us in order to mutate us. Somebody called me and said there are a lot of Fulani in Enugu that can speak Igbo very well. I did not doubt it because I have encountered it myself. I was traveling with Don Prince one night, and then maybe around 11, 12 midnight, we couldn't have access to vehicle to our location. And we start walking through community from community to be able to get to our location. We met the vigilantes on the way, and then they stopped us and said, "Where are you going to?" And Don Prince know the guy and said, "Oh, we are going here." The guy said, "We will not enter that community." He directed us to go and follow the highway. I was not saying anything, I was just looking at them. And when the guy refused us from entering that community, we have to follow the highway. And as we were going, I asked him, I said, "That guy looked like Hausa guy to me." You know, we call all of them Hausa, Fulani and all of them. We call them Hausa. And of course, I think Radio Biafra is making us to understand that they are not the same. And I said, "Don Prince, is that guy not an Hausa man?" He said, "Papa ya bunye Hausa, Mama ya bunye this community." Automatically, the guy is a Fulani guy. And then, in your own community, he denied us access. He know you. He said we will not pass there. This is sinful. And people like that, if you march, they will be the one to kill you. That is why God actually gave instruction to the children of Israel and said, when you are going to fight against your enemy, if you see anybody who marry a new wife, please don't enlist him in the army. If you see anybody who build a new house, please don't enlist him in the army. If you see anybody, for one reason or the other, they are not fit for that purpose, do not enlist them in the army. Of course, there are examples of that scattered everywhere. It's not just marching. Who is marching with who? Ojukwu did not consider this issue. He marched with idiots. Most of you don't know that some people were recruiting Biafran youth as a battalion under their command, and then they moved towards Ondo boundary of Bende State then, and sell those people to you, Nigerian, to fight against us. Many generals, lieutenants, commanders, you never know the atrocity they commit. But someday, in part of our Back to Your Root, we will study them. These are some of the reasons Ojukwu could not get Biafra within our grips. But that is not the area we are going to. Don't forget, our topic is simply 5 main secrets behind blood lineage bastardization and its imminent consequence. This is just the introduction. We have looked at how it can use to enhance the progress of a people, how it can be used to invade the people. What is happening in Biafra land today, whether it's happening with mutual understanding, whether it's happening as somebody taking advantage of you, most of the intermarriage is not for our good. We must be able to have a record and say, this is how it happened. It occurred because of true love. It occurred because of true love. We will treat it on that aspect. It occurred because of frustration. As we are speaking now, I do not have the intention to talk anybody down. But if I have to say the truth, and the only way is to talk you down, I will talk you down. You go to every Awusa Fulani market in Biafra land now, you will see majority of our sisters who are finding it difficult to live are their whores. I mean, they are prostitute. Dangote trailer park along the road. Start from Umunede, go to Night Mall, go to every corner of Biafra land. When you have trailer parks there, our sisters who find it difficult to live, most of those you see hawking on the road now, they are sex slaves or sex traders for these people. Some of them end up giving birth for them. To them, they are suffering. How do? We got to survive anyhow. No, this life should not be so. And then once a child is born, he grows up. I have suffered this thing. I know how it functions. And then the other part is that they can deliberately do that to invade your community. If you look at those days of warriors and kings when they ruled the war, battle of the crown or throne, you see, when a king conquers a nation, what they do is they introduce marriage. A marriage that will seal the blood flow among them and the people they conquer. They can take the president or the king of another nation and force the king to marry their daughter. And then they will have a child who will manage the blood flow between the both tribes so that they will not come for revenge in the nearest future. It happens in Edo State. May I tell you that 90% of the monarchs in Edo State are not even from Edo State. Nigeria deliberately switch almost all the king in former Bende State in order to suit their purpose. That is when I see there, we are Biafra. The day we will tell you your story, you will understand that they switched all of them. The reason why they switched it is so these people will never know who they are. But believe me, I know all of them. I know all of them from Isako to Uliongo to all of them are with you, Ekpoma. Ozano Gogo Ozani Shimulu, all of them, I know who they are. They switched it. Today the people are weak. The monarch institution is stronger than the whole people. Nobody can talk. That is another negative influence of bastardizing of blood lineage. And when you fight and fight and fight, and then you see you have a relative. Our leader has constantly said it. He has Yoruba cousin. And I have constantly said it. I have Fulani cousins. So if we do not checkmate ourselves, one day, the battle line will change. The battle formation will change. Because our leader can say, I have Yoruba family. Don't touch them. And I, George Onyibe, will say, I have Fulani family. Don't touch them. Or Setiana. But whether your Yoruba family or my Fulani family, Ife kanebe, kakwanebe, Biafran freedom is all we want. And I hope we are understanding what I'm saying. And of course, in this series, we are going to consider the origins of the bastardization of blood lineage. How did it start? We are going to look at the story of the creation of, how do they call it? Hamlet. And the consequence of it. We are going to look at the issue of bilateral agreement which led to the bastardization of blood lineage and its consequence. We are, of course, going to look at the issue of deliberate or undue influence of bastardizing of blood lineage and its consequence. We're going to look at, or rather consider, examples of such practices, why it is encouraged or should be discouraged as far as we are concerned. These are the areas we are meant to look at. It is another series. I just try to create the platform. This is just introduction. In our next series, we begin to consider why we must watch out. If you are a Biafran married to American, you are a Biafran. If you are a Biafran married to Yoruba, you are a Biafran. If you are a Biafran married to Hausa Fulani, you are a Biafran. And when Biafra is restored, I want to believe that good men and women with pure heart will step forward and create a platform that will enable us to absorb all our family members, all our blood mixed across the globe. In my father's children, I am my brother in the Navy, my younger brother in the Navy. We are the only people that have black children. The one who is a naval officer, married Fulani woman. So all their children is Fulani. For record purposes, Adia Mama. And then I thank God I married Biafra. The rest of them that are married, all of them marry Onyibe. And so if there is nobody to rule that campaign, I will take up the campaign. And that is if God permits us to be here. But we will know who they are. And so when we are talking about issues that concerns my father, there is a limit to what they can say. That is why God asked Moses to create the temple in the first place. Divided it into three. The holy of the holiest, the inner court and the outer court. And God said to Moses, only the high priest shall go into the inner court, the holy of the holiest. Nobody should go close to the holy of the holiest. Only those that give message, the high priest. And then for the inner court, only pure breed can enter there. Only the pure breed of the Jewish people are allowed to enter into the inner court. And then the outer court are for the Chitaram, all the Ngwongo people. God himself is the judge of them all. But these days when God is not killing people, when God is not destroying people and taking over their land by miracle, signs and wonder, he expects people to keep record. Because God is a record keeper. That is why from Genesis, you begin to see after the first dispensation, God gave account. He gave record of these people, genealogical record of them. And then Adam became Abel, Abel begat Cain, Cain begat Methuselah, Methuselah begat Noah, Noah begat Nka, Nka begat Nka, Nka begat Nka, and then there was flood. And after the flood, then Noah gave birth to three sons, Shem, Ham, and Chem. And then they beget, and beget Abraham. And then from Abraham, they beget. They begetted inside Egypt. And from inside Egypt, they came out. And God still started reminding us, they begetted and begetted in the days of the judges. They begetted and begetted in the days of the prophet. They begetted and begetted until they born Jesus Christ. And then in the book of Luke, Matthew, the 4 gospel epistle, he told us how they beget and beget. They begetted to Joseph and begetted to Mary. They begetted to Jesus Christ, and another genealogy started all over again. God is a record keeper because he does not make mistake. If we fail to keep this record, we will make mistake. Today, when I talk to you, I look at you in the eyes and I ask you a question. When I see that you are the son of your father, and then I treat you like one. When I see you have 2 fathers, and of course, I will let you know that there is need for scale of reference. We need to set our priority right. Biafrans are the ones who are bearing the brunt of one Nigeria. We pay the bills for one Nigeria. One Nigeria is lubricated, greased by our blood. All this, our one Nigeria, one second. Without the blood of Biafrans, there is no one Nigeria. And then, if this is the price we must pay, let it be that we are obliged to it. If we must kneel down for anybody, let it be that we'll kneel down in prayer to the Almighty. No man. I do not expect you to comprehend what you are saying. But believe me, there is need for us to reevaluate our stand. This is just the introduction of the study. And of course, I pray the Almighty Creator will help us to focus on it. Today we are crying. Once a saboteur, always a saboteur. I didn't say it. Our leader has lamented about the activities of our brother Nyanwodu, among others. But believe me, you don't need to just weaponize them. You must learn how to use them. Or else, why you are shouting? They will sell all of us. And that is why people like us are still here. And so, fellow Biafrans, wherever you are all over the world, we are fighting a war we have never been to before. We'll fight in the spiritual and physical arena. We stand between the living and the dead. But we have no intention of conquering anybody, subjugating, undermining anybody. Oh, should I say we are not even biased? We just want our freedom. We want to be respected as we respect them in turn. We want the right thing to be done. Our greatest problem as a people is bastardization of blood lineage. That is why most of us speak with the both sides of our mouth. That is why some of us do things that is not able to edify, things that cannot build. But believe me, we are not going anywhere. Biafra, here we are. We die here. I will be back in a minute.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
You can't take away what God has brought for us. You can't take my life and say it's all over. The pain is in my heart. You killed us. Why you try to take my life? Why? This goes out to all the Biafran kids who were starved to death by the Nigerian government. By the Nigerian government for no reason. I say forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Nigeria must pay for this because we will not only remember the words of our enemy but also the silence of our friends. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra.
And Biafra has no end. A people of courage, of strong heart and spirit, who will not be punished, who cannot be oppressed, who will continue to fight until they hold freedom in their hands. Long live Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra, Biafra, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. God bless our leader, Master Namkana. God bless our supreme leader, Master Uchimefer. God bless Biafra. God bless my country.
Yes, of course, nobody can defeat Biafra. Biafra is a spirit, but our people must understand the situation and circumstance that confront us as a people in order for us to emerge victorious in the end of the day. Like I always say, there is nothing the enemy can do. We will always be better. We can only get better. And of course, our mistake itself will become another stone for us to get to another level. At this moment, our lines are open. Let us see if they have released all my line, but we must continue. Our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line, and then direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And then the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. That is the special number for the female. And of course, the lines are open. And then you are free to call in and make your contribution. Make no mistake about it. We are just here. Should I call it testing? And of course, creating a platform for we to get deep into this study. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
Mazi George Onyibe.
Zuangwala pen.
Mazi George Onyibe.
Go ahead, my brother. You are the people who make
Mazi George Onyibe. I'm so glad the fearless lion with a limitless life.
What can we do? What can we do?
You know, okirikiri ka na-agbu ka ose na-arị elu.
All we to accord.
Ekajara akaja. Onye ji gị ji ife. I don't have much to say. I'm so delighted to hear this voice this evening. I've been looking for this voice. You know, I've been searching for this voice for some time now. You know, I just thank God for hearing this voice. My dear brother, you are welcome. Continue the good work.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
But one thing is for certain. The Zua wanna
times 10 now. All set, Yana. All set, Yana. Oh.
God bless you, my brother. You know, God bless you. Have a lovely day, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are very kind. And of course, Biafrans across the group must understand we don't want to conquer anybody. Any pattern you use, suppression, division, multiplication, akrakatation, are you there, caller on the line?
Yes, good evening, man.
Yes, Ada, good evening from here.
My name is Okwarachu Brenda. I'm calling from Aba. Mazi, I listened to our leaders' broadcast today. I tried to call, but the number wasn't going through. I tried to tell him the humiliation and what we are passing through in that northern part. As regards as what one of my other brothers said, in North, I was born and raised there, in Kano State precisely, Konadongora precisely, that's the local government where I was raised. Do you know that I wrote common entrance 3 times without seeing results up to this moment as I speak to you? If you are a Christian or you are an Igbo woman or Igbo man, or maybe you are anything that is not regarding northern name, they will not release that common interest to you. I wrote common interest 3 good times in Konadongora. I school at STS, Special Primary School, Konadongora. I wrote common interest 3 times. The name there, Okwanachu Brenda Chinenyewa, up to date. I didn't see it. My mother has to take us back to the east to come and write common entrance before we could pass, we could see our results and enter secondary school. So that's what my contribution this night. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, those are some of the reasons why we are here in the first place. And believe me, my sister, we will rewrite the history. Nigerians understand we are here. We are not going anywhere. All this injustice will be addressed. Everybody now know the truth. There is nothing we'll do here other than the truth. Nothing. The best thing for us is to organize ourselves. Put sentiment away. All those criminal attitude, put it away. When I say I'm a reverend, do you know what I did before I become reverend? You think I'm Nigerian reverend? I'm a normal reverend. These are the reasons why we came out here. The injustice in Nigeria must be addressed. And there is no way they can appease us other than to divide Nigeria. Did we ask for any other thing? Of course, no. Caller and WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Mazi, this is Mazi DK from Paris. I'm very happy to hear your voice today, honestly.
Comment allez-vous?
Ça va, et vous?
Let us continue.
Mazi, honestly, I've been finding you since. I say, where are you? Here is Mazi. Here is Jaka. You know, there's a somebody I saw. He was in Messenger. He used to write all the time. I thought maybe somebody, manipulate your Facebook account or whatever. So I wrote. I told the guy that
my Facebook account is Justice Mariri. Other ones.
Okay.
I have Facebook account is Justice Mariri. And then there are a lot of idiots who has opened millions of Facebook with my name. Then they are using it to dupe people and commit other 419 activity. But I will address their issue at the right time. Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir.
If you see Justice Mariri is one of the king of Agbo in the ancient time. The blood, royalty flows in our blood anyway. Go ahead, please.
Okay, Master, honestly, I'm very, very happy to hear it from you back again. Welcome back, sir. That morning program, we need it. We need it from you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. My regards to your family. I don't have much to say. I just want to say thank you. Come back.
I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Are you there?
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from? Of course. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Good evening from here.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm coming loud and clear.
Go ahead, the world is listening.
Okay, this is Mazin. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, welcome back, Mazin. This is Mazin Bam. Mazin Bam is calling you from Ujoto right now in Enugu, precisely. So I'm very happy to hear your voice once again, and thank you very much for coming back for us because we miss you a lot. So then the information I want to table this evening about what is going on around Niwi now. So are you listening? Okay. These people have come already, or they are looking for house. The soldiers, they are going house to house looking for a house to live from the north. So anyway, precisely this evening, security give us the report that they are already here looking for a house. They are two in house. They are living two in one house. So as I'm talking to you now, they are already in Anambra, but we are watching them. So, and one of them are also manipulating and trying to fight with one. So that is why I wanted the one that this young gentleman has already come into our land. But our people, Igwes and governors and senators are already talking about 2021 and 2023 election instead of taking care of our people to save them. So I want to tell the world to take news about it. So, and I want to use this opportunity to thank our Bible state coordinator Mazon Watebu for our successful inauguration today in Ekusigo local government. So I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our people must be at alert. Understand, it is about all of us, and it is about none of us. Biafra must be restored. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line, Mbere man. Are you
hearing me now?
Just hold on. Go ahead, but your voice is not coming out, even though you are connected. Yes, Ndokwe, just exercise some patience. I don't know what is wrong with the line. Go ahead, let's see if we can hear you.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Your voice is coming out, but very faint, and I don't know why that is so. Maybe this cable is bad, but let me check another one while you still hold the line. Go out, please. Go ahead.
Okay. See, I'm very, very happy to welcome you back, because I know you went with your witches to go and fight for us somewhere, which we shall soon see the results.
Of course.
Because I know you very, very well.
Of course.
Yes, I know you very, very well. We shall soon see the results. You see, my greatest happiness this morning is our leaders' interaction with us. It has revealed so many things. People from Igolo, people from Ubuluku, Ubulunta, Ubulonisha, Ubule, everywhere, they now know that we are all brothers. Even you, Onyibe, you were telling us in those days, you from Abo, you never know you are an Igbo man. But it has been revealed that we are all one family. It is an inspiration when our leader formed IPOB. His catchword is one family. We never knew the meaning until now. This thing is now coming out. That we now know that we are all one family. From Igudo, from Ubuluku, from Ubulunta, from Ubulonisha, from Ubulo Keke, from everywhere, we are one family, even to Kogi State. So it is a very fine something that our leaders spoke to us this night, interacted with us, and many people revealed how we became. People who couldn't have even called before are now calling now to tell us we are all brothers. So it's a thing of a joy that Biafrans, wherever they are, we know we are all brothers. These people that are talking of Igbo presidency, I'm still very, very sorry for them. The Northerners have been president of Nigeria for so many years. What did they achieve? It is not that it's the highest poverty-stricken people in the whole of this world. Yoruba people became president for 8 years. What happened? They are still poor. And then how do you think Igbo presidency will build a second Niger bridge, or we repair East Road, West Road in River State or Bayelsa State? It's very, very unfortunate. I don't know how people reason. We don't need presidency. We need freedom, so that we reorganize ourselves and build all this in for ourselves. So, Onyibe, I thank God that you just back from their witch sojourn. We will soon know the result of their witch movement.
Thank you very much, Nduku.
Very
much. Yes.
You will come to Iwero this December.
Of course, I am the fake engineer that designed the house of Oji Zokalo and his mother. I say fake engineer because I didn't study civil engineer, but we design building for governors. Oji Zokalo, I designed his house and his mother's house in Mbiri. Every corner of Mbiri, I know that.
I know now. That time I used to see you, but I never knew you.
I'm a small boy.
This is Femi Adesina. Oh, I used to. Oh God, Femi Adesina. Who used to come? Let me see his leg in the very again.
Thank you very much. We must continue.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there? The only original man.
Yes, Mazi, I am. Yes,
Yes, original man. Hold on. I don't know what is. Just hold on. Just hold on. Original man, hold on. Something is wrong with that cable, but let me see if I can correct it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Just hold on. I think that cable is dead. Let me change it from here. Go ahead now, please. Go ahead.
All right, Mazi. Yes, thank you. God bless you, Mazi. This is Mazi Ugo Onyibe. I'm calling from United States of America. I am the national PRO here in America. I am calling precisely from Washington, D.C. That is the capital of United States. Mazi, I am from Amibo. Amibo is an Olo. Amibo is the home of the Tiger and the home of King Jaja. Mazi, I thank you for your good job. Honestly, the job has been done. I thank God for our supreme leader, our deputy, and all the principal officers of this IPOB. Mazi, our job has finished. Believe me, because we have done what we were unable to do during the 1960s. Now that we have aroused the consciousness of the youth of this contraction called Nigeria, then I think Onyendu have to sit down and drink coffee, relax, and be watching what is going. It's just like when you took up one easy, then happens that is it. So Onyendu have done what he want to do, and all of us, we have done what is just to look and then see the disintegration of Nigeria. So Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers, all the Biafrans, even all the middle belt children, everybody, the Hausas. Now that we have done this, we are asking you if you want to do any type of donation so that we can actualize everything that you've done. If you are in America, if you are in the United States, and then you want to do donation or you want an information about this IPOB here, I am please asking you to go to our website, www.ipobinusa.org. www.ipobinusa.org. If you want to make a donation, then you will see an information on where to send your money. If you want to contact anybody here, all the principal officers, all their numbers and information are there. But if you are unable to get in touch with anybody, please, I will urge you to call me, Ugo Onyibe. My number is 301-343-1221. 301-343-1221, Ugo Onyibe. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you for all the job that you've been doing. God will continue to bless us. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. The original man, we are in this together. Without people like you, Mbadike, Ezekwesili, and so many wonderful people over there in America, we will not be here. And of course, I extend my profound gratitude, appreciation to all of them. Dr. Evangelist B, over there in Port Harcourt. Obi Ezekwesili, Okoshishi Bajiruzo, Ane Ubo one of Biafra land, Mbadike and the rest of them. Of course, my daddy in the Lord, Obi, the rugged leader. And of course, all of you over there in America, you are not doing bad. Thank you very much, the original man. We must continue. Yes, sir, this is female line. This is female line, but I will allow you to talk. Next time is the female line. But of course, he has disengaged itself. And so we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
George Onyibe.
Yes.
I can hear you. My name is
my modest man. Go ahead, please.
Hey, my man. I'll go me need that.
All set, Yana. All set, Yana.
You are a strong man. Immediately you give order, everything will happen. Well, everybody know that. I'm very happy to hear your voice. I'm very happy. The one thing I want to tell him, State Governor, with immediate effect, let him release those boys and compensate them. Because if you see, let me be honest to myself. There is something maybe happening in Anambra people. Somebody like I told you the other day will come and talk. everybody. But we Imo State, yeah, all of us who is Umo Korobia, we don't have any king, no talkers of to respect any red cap of that place. Release those guys, or when I call on a Puala, people must get out and run away. My African rep, my DNA test, God bless you. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So you have a lot of things on your shoulder. I still thanking you for your work. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. We are not going anywhere. Caller on the line.
Hello.
Yes, good evening from here.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Good evening.
Thank you for doing your good work.
God is faithful.
I'm Thomas Saloma. I'm calling from Paul. Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Caller on the line. The world is listening. Caller on WhatsApp. Hold on.
Okay. I'm Thomas. I'm calling from I belong in Paul. Hello, thank you. I have listened to this.
Yes, my brother from Ompo. Go ahead. The world is listening to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good work. Thank you, our director and Carlo, for good work you people I do for us. Now, thank you very much. I'm on this night, yeah. Okay, let me come to my dialect, please.
Go ahead. You are very free to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. You could no issue for father. I belong to me, Godika. No wisdom. We are not because without our director, the plan can make I man here. I know,
Thank you very much. We must continue. Thank you.
I don't know finish. Okay, now continue, sir.
I say thank you very much. We must continue.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will greet you people. I don't make a little people go you. So I don't know to my brother and the carry him and I'm with the logo. The carry him and I'm with her game.
Coco, when one was so one coco wada. I mean, a coco wada.
So I'm at the not the Calum. No, I feel the leader. So I'm not a chineke to card down and I put down a Jew, but I know how to card down.
You see.
So, my brother, I enter Guanabana, Veterans. Of who I wouldn't want now how to card down.
You see.
We are going to do the time. So, we believe that people go to because God is the I have stopped, not yet no one.
You see.
So, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We must continue. Yes, my brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, my good brother. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank God your system will improve today.
Your fever don't go. No, we can only get better. We are not afraid of challenges. If they come, we follow them. I tell people, we can only get better. I was 1 year rather, some years ago. I can't be 1 year again. I am getting older, not younger. So we can only get better. That is the fear of Nigeria. Biafra must come. You haven't typhoid before. I'm back now. Yeah, I'll say to you now. Go ahead.
I'll say to you, thank you very much. na ị na-apasị sa ịbaji onye ọbụla ihe ya ka ebe Onyibe nọ ka Onyibe na ka anyị nọrọ unu ka anyị zuru ike biko. Thank God that you are back. So what I want to contribute now, Onyibe, is exactly question I would love to ask. Let's take IPOB apart. Somebody called himself a traditional ruler and is sitting in his traditional home. And somebody that is not even from in the name of government, and you came down, your own children that are sitting in their land went to a traditional house on their way or going, whichever way you judge it. And you find out this, because even including Britain, they preserve their tradition. You on television, you are parading a female and the male. There's a group of people that they did not do anything. Even the police officers say, even though they are peaceful, they did nothing. But just because federal government, there is no weapon, nothing found into them. A group of people going their own. And the question I'm asking now, let's take IPOB apart. These are indigenous. These are citizens of that particular country. And the traditional rulers that are claiming that they are not preserving their tradition. Somebody have now devoted himself to preserve your tradition. Is practicing the tradition. Can you imagine somebody coming out from a mosque and the police arrested the person? What was your reason arresting the person? Nothing, just because he's coming from mosque. Our elders sometimes I don't understand the way they reason. And nobody, the up and down, so are you telling me, so one traditional man now, this 100,000 and you can't send the bees, that policeman, only you do that thing. So the next time, if you see people that they did not know human head on their heart, nothing was found in them, simply because they're IPOB, and that IPOB name alone have qualified them to be a bad people, even without doing anything. That sometimes you get me, and that bastard is on television. No, they did not do anything, even though, but the federal government, they are terrorists. So because they are terrorists, and with terrorists without a gun, and you have the gun to arrest them and keep them there. I'm not talking to IPOB, I'm talking to the elders in the village that want us to preserve their culture. The culture preserving now is who can preserve the culture. When the youth that agree to follow you now are being arrested by a foreign police, and you kept quiet there. Tomorrow, must respect the land, respect this. How would their ancestors be happy that somebody who is practicing your culture is being arrested without doing nothing? Nothing was found on him. It's a very big shame to people called Igbo. These elders is a shame to you. Somebody somewhere that can come home and say, okay, let me go and serve my ancestor. And this the same person serving was the same being molested and harassed by a police, and you can't do anything. So I want to buy a police. That police station by now, snakes and the python, anything should have been there by now. Whispering to them to read those people.
Of course, I understand how you feel, my brother. But the truth is that we are going home. Hello? And the enemies are where? Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from
Good
you.
evening, sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Onyibe, to be frank with you, I don't have much to say. The only thing is that I just miss you. Where did you go?
Yes, of course you go ahead.
Hypertension, truly.
I gave you hypertension.
I'm telling you, I have missed your voice so much.
I apologize, honestly. I apologize.
You are highly welcome. I'm so happy to hear your voice once again.
Thank you very much. You are
You're
the
welcome.
people why we are here.
You're welcome.
Thank you
We
very
are
much.
online. You know, I just love how you use give me juice. I love how you give them where the text don't spoil well. They give them, they hear the lesson. No, I see this Biafra. Biafra must come, whether they like it or not.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank Thank you very much, my sister. And of course, this is where we will be drawing the curtain on this very segment. Believe me, make no mistake about that. We don't have any intention to disrespect anybody. We are not biased, but if we are biased, what will you do? We just want our life back. It's unfair we pretend as if nothing has gone wrong, whereas everything has gone wrong. This is where I will be drawing the curtain for this segment, and I will be back in no time. Believe me, I will be coming back in a few minutes from now after this first segment. Do not go anywhere. Sincere appreciation to every man and woman who has been able to call in to make their own contribution. My apology to those I cannot take your call at this moment, but you still stand by. You may have the privilege to be able to access this line. What we are looking at while we are facing challenges, people will say, oh, saboteur. They will always be here. God is not bothered about Satan. Jesus didn't spend his ministry looking for Satan. He focused on his mission. He knows the place of the saboteur. And that is how it's supposed to be. They will always be here. As far as there is harvest time and planting season. As far as there is sun and the moon, the day and the night, the winter and the summer, they will always be here. Why bother? Biafra restoration will make the difference. We will not retreat. We will not back down. It's as simple as that. As I sign off from here, I say remain focused, remain resolute, remain formidable, remain Biafra. Ndewonu. Udo derende cho udo.
Umu chukwu okike bịa mee. Oge